Chapter 1. Gone. On behalf of investigator Andriy Voloshin, I looked around the apartment again. Everything was too right. There were no signs of a struggle, no mess, not even a hint that Lada Savchuk could have left it in a panic. However, the letter with the inscription "They came" said otherwise. When was the last time she was seen? I asked the neighborhood policeman Petro, who was talking to the neighbors. The neighbor across the street, Ms. Olena, said that Leda came home around 8 in the evening 2 days ago. She was on the phone with someone, nervous. I looked up to the apartment across the street. An elderly woman was standing on the doorstep, wrapped in a bathrobe, watching us. "Did you hear what she was saying?" I asked her. "Not all of it," she shrugged, "but I went out to the balcony to close the window and heard fragments. Something about, 'It's too dangerous and it's too late.' Then she abruptly cut off the conversation." "Did anyone come to see her after that?" The woman thought about it. "I didn't see it, but later I heard a dull sound, like something fell. I wanted to call and ask if she was okay, but decided that I shouldn't bother. I nodded and went back to the apartment. What had fallen, and why was the phone left here if she was afraid of someone?" "Check the laptop," I told Petro. The policeman turned on the device. "It's locked. We'll take it to the experts. They'll decrypt it." I looked at the wall of clippings again. One name stood out: Mikhail Ostrenko, a businessman who allegedly committed suicide 3 weeks ago. A coincidence? I looked at the words again. They came. Who is they? And is there still a chance to find Lada Savchuk alive? The next morning I was on my way to the newspaper office where Lada worked. The clouds were hanging low, and there was something heavy in the air. The editor, Alexander Hrynovich, met me in his office, surrounded by piles of papers. "Are you saying that Lada has disappeared?" He looked surprised, but something flashed in his eyes. Was she working on something dangerous? Lada always dug deep, but lately, she wasn't the same as usual. Tense, silent. Did she have enemies? Hrynovich smiled bitterly. "This is journalism, Voloshin. If you don't have enemies, you're not doing a good job." I handed him a photo of the sign that read, "They've come." "Does this mean anything to you?" Hrynovich turned pale. "God, she said that last week. She came to me and said, 'If something happens, remember these words.' I thought it was just her fears." A chill ran down my spine. "Who are they?" The editor shook his head. "If I knew," I realized one thing. Lada knew she was being followed, but would I have enough time to find her before it was too late?